Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Nat Fashion Hub, the best fashion channel in the world. So today quickly we're going to learn how to cut a senator top for a child. I had done this video, the part 1, where I cut the trouser. So this is part 2 where we'll be cutting the top. So if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and turn your notification bell on so that whenever I drop amazing contents like this, you will be notified. So without wasting time, let us copy down the measurements we'll be using. So for this child, we'll be taking a shoulder measurement of 14. We'll be using a bust chest measurement of 30. We'll be using the full length of the top is 28. So we're going to get our arm from this shoulder. So basically that is that. So let's quickly do this without wasting time. Like I said before, if you're learning from my videos that are making sense, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn your notification bell on. You can also give me a thumb up. Thank you so much. So like we all know, if we are not new, but if you are new, when you're cutting, the first thing you do is to fold your fabric into two when you're cutting a top like this. So after folding into two, the next thing we are going to do is to take the bust measurement, the chest, and when you are cutting, you divide the chest measurement by 4. So 30 divided by 4, that should be 7.5. 30 by 2 is 15, by 2 again is 7.5. So we are going to, this is 7.5, rather is 7.5. We want to give an excess allowance of minimum of 2.5 inches. This is a child. When you are sewing for a child, you give enough allowance. So this is 7.5. So we are going to use 10. So this is 10. We have here 10. So you're going to mark this 10 down here, and then the length of the top is 28. The top is 28. So I'm going to be using, this is 28. All right. So I'm going to be marking it exactly at this 28. Don't get confused. I'm marking exactly at this 28. So join these lines. Join this one to this one. Now join this line to this one right here. The next thing, since this is a child, I'm going to slant the shoulder by just 2.5 inches. Just 2.5 inches. So I'm going to slant it by 2.5 inches. All right. So this is the first block for the front piece. We'll get a second block for the back piece, and then we will do the shaping. So now we've gotten our first block. We get the second one, then we go into the shaping of our top. The second block. Now, cutting children's wear, the major difference is that as for children, you make sure you give them enough allowance, because after 2-3 months, children at this age, after 2-3 months, they tend to add weight. So if there's no enough allowance in the dress, the child might not be able to use the dress again. So you cut it down this way. And that's what I'm going to do, is to shift it down by 3 inches. See, lift 3 inches up here. This is 3 inches, all right? So you now fold it in. Can you see this? Fold it in. So we'll now take our measurements. So we take our shoulder measurements. Our shoulder is 14 divided by 2, that is 7, plus half inch seam allowance, that is 7.5. And then we know our formula for having our arm is shoulder minus 1 minus 2 divided by 2. So 14 minus 2 will give you 12 divided by 2, that is 6. So this is our arm. And then our bust is what? Our bust is 7.5, which is 30, is 7.5, plus 1 inch seam allowance, this is 30. But remember, I told us in my other videos that when you are cutting arm, you don't cut it full. So you see, we got 6. So if we use this 6 at the end, we'll be having more than 12, which is our target. So we minus at least 1 inch from it. So we're using this from here. Mind you, this is a child, all right? It's a child. Using this from here. The next thing is to check the side vent. Since a child, I'm going to give a side vent length of 13. For adults, we do 16. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is to cut this out. Alright, so cut the arm. So since the bust is, since we're using 9.25 here, we still use 9.25 here. It's a child, and then we join this line to this one. Alright, so as simple as this. You see, this is the next thing to get is our neck, and the neck for this child is 12. So I'm going to use 3 down here. See, I'm going to use 1.5 this way to get our 12. Check my videos. I did a video on how to get your neck perfectly, how to locate the neck. So if you check that video, you will understand it is quite simple how to get your neck measurement. There's a formula I introduced in that video. If I go into it now, we might take much time doing this, and I don't want us to waste time on this. It's quite simple, and I want us to do it straightforward, as simple as it is. So you see, so if you watch that video, you will learn how to cut the neck perfectly for whatever size at all, whatever size of neck. So you see, we are done with our center top. This is the front piece, and this is the back piece. So the differences we note on children's wear is that, one, you don't slant the shoulder when you're cutting children's wear as deep as the adult. Adults will slant by 4, children 2.5 is okay. Secondly, the allowance we give. For children, the allowance is more compared to adults. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button as you await the sewing of all this that we are cutting. Thank you so much. Welcome to Nat Fashion Hub, the best fashion channel in the world. Thank you so much.